first time in Greece was back in the early 80s. At that time, Greece would have pretty much reminded you of Italy in the 50s, and the very few pleasure boats you would meet were either English, French, or more rarely, German. There were no equipped marinas, but you could find a berth practically everywhere, and for free. And roadsteads were stunning, perfectly sheltered and deserted. In a few words, they looked like paradise to guys like us, who were fleeing from Italian trendy islands already swarming with noisy mega yachts, and where a berth would cost you more than a suite at the Hilton. Unfortunately, over time, things have changed. Greece has become the land of charters, and deserted roadsteads are now more or less sheer utopia. But our desire to discover new places brought us, year after year, and mile after mile, to ferret out a few still pristine places that now, in our memory, warm up our winter nights while we sit holding a glass of good wine.
During these episodes, we'll suggest some itineraries that'll let you discover the unspoiled part of Greece, and that you can follow starting off from Italy with a common sailing boat like Morgana, or even with a motorboat, the kind of holiday accessible to all. We'll suggest some standard routes, describing the islands, the berths, the harbors, where to gas up and get water supplies, where to have dinner, and most of all, introducing the must-see spots on land. It isn't our intent to describe every single harbor and berth in the Ionian Islands. All we want to do is give you a taste of those moorings you simply can't miss, or that, for some strange reason, are scarcely known. We'll try to pass on to you a few basic tips we've learned over so many summer cruises. The kind of things that can make a difference between going on a cruise and going on a crusade. Make good use of our advice.
In the summertime, the weather conditions in the Ionian Islands and all along the continental coast down to the far end of Peloponnese are characterized by thermic breezes that in high-pressure conditions always blow in the same direction and pretty much at the same time of the day. In the morning, after 12 p.m. approximately, the breeze is often quite strong, blowing from north-northwest, reaches its peak around 6 p.m., and then gradually calms down shortly after sunset. It can happen quite frequently, especially in the straits between the islands and south of Zakynthos, that the breeze might reach and exceed 20 knots. Just plan your route in order to always travel before the trade winds and choosing the right berths. That way you'll be able to enjoy some amazing sails on an incredibly transparent cobalt blue sea. Usually around midnight, the temperature inversion occurs, and a gentle breeze, never stronger than 10 knots, starts blowing from east and lasts until just before dawn. Another surprise for Greece newbies will definitely be low humidity. During the day you can enjoy terse blue skies, and in the evening have dinner in the cockpit with no dampness at all on deck. The sailboat we'll be traveling with is Morgana, a 44-foot, fully cruise-equipped sloop. But you could easily do this with a smaller craft as well, and not necessarily a sailboat. Unlike if we were to sail the Tyrrhenian Sea, we've decided to bring along some smaller bow sails as well, because big furled Genoas have a low efficiency and don't hug the wind. As far as the mooring equipment is concerned, don't forget to bring along plenty of anchor chain and dock lines. You'll see, mooring to olive trees will occur quite frequently.
Last but not least, don't forget to bring a few high-pile blankets too. It did happen quite often that we were coming from warm, muggy nights in Italy with mosquitoes eating us away, and found ourselves snuggling up under the blankets with lovely fresh air outside. For the crew, make sure you have plenty of swimsuits, t-shirts, and a hoodie for evenings. Bring along an oilskin jacket as well, but just for good luck. You'll see. At the end of the trip, you'll find it folded up at the bottom of your sea bag. Nowadays in Greece, you can find virtually anything. Pasta, coffee, and often at cheaper prices than in Italy. So there's really no point in packing the boat with products that are easily available nearly everywhere. Just stick to the strictly necessary. Use the space you've saved for fishing rods, artificial lures, and all that kind of equipment that will guarantee you great fish dinners.
Our trip will begin from the Strait of Messina, which is a sort of column of Hercules for anyone coming from the Tyrrhenian Sea and wishing to head east. Once you've passed the Strait of Messina, you can reach Greece following various routes, depending on whether you want to sail to the North Ionian Islands, Corfu and Lefkada, or the South Ionian Islands, Kefalonia and Zakynthos, or else go south to reach the Peloponnese. The easiest and most suitable route for newbies to deep-sea sailing is certainly the one that goes through Rocella Ionica, Crotone, and Santa Maria di Leuca, and then reaches Corfu. You always sail in the daytime and stop at night in equipped marinas. As an alternative, you could make a stopover in Lake Castella and then head directly to Paxos. For those who wish to reach Kefalonia right away, the best route is to cross directly from Rocella Ionica to Fiscardo or to Assos. This would allow you to leave in the morning and get to destination mid to late morning the day after.
Greece will turn out to be a lovely surprise if what you're looking for is a relaxed holiday in unspoilt locations, where the sea is crystal clear and people are genuine and friendly. Fair winds with morganasailing.com.